So the idea is pretty simple. We've got Leafkin Druid, right? And then Charter Course, Tomebound Lich, Risen Reef, Blood for Bones. So the idea is to basically reanimate your big creatures, and then um, hopefully, steal some of them with Agent of Treachery. Um, and if we manage to get down Yarok onto the board, then we can also trigger the Agent of Treachery twice, which is pretty amazing if you think about it, because then you're stealing two cards at a time. Um, with Blood for Bones, though, if we still have enough mana, the thing is, previously, these Reanimator decks were pretty slow. They were really slow, and there wasn't really much that we could do, especially if you're playing Dimir. If you're playing Dimir, I guess your means to um, get there was to sort of have a lot of removals. Remove cards from have your enemy discard some cards from their hand, or just sort of delay a bit until you actually get to your win con. But now, we're actually moving a little bit faster than that because we have Leafkin Druid, Risen Reef, Tomebound Lich, Charter Course. All of these to sort of help us accelerate even faster than previously used, because the current meta is really fast. So how when one meta is set, then all the other decks will have to adjust to it. Even if you're not playing a top tier deck, you're whatever deck you're making, the homebrews are gonna have to somehow manage with that fast-paced tempos that we have currently in this meta. It's really super fast. And if sometimes having board wipes to deal with the cards, to go wide the tokens in all those creature heavy decks, go wide builds. Sometimes it's not enough. It's not you. The board wipes in this game are forecasts, and on by turn 4 you could have already lost, especially if you're against the RDW decks, red mono reds, or Azorius decks. So by turn 4 or 5 you could be really behind, and if you don't get the card, what makes it a lot worse is if by turn 4 supposedly you're supposed to have a board wipe or something that can help you, at least along the way. By turn 2, 3, 4 you should have something that will help you at least survive and get to your sort of range, your deck range, which is, if you're not playing aggro, you're probably playing mid range, or probably even a little bit later than that. And the Reanimator deck is definitely something that you play sort of mid rangey to end game. And if you're not fast enough, if you don't get the cards fast enough, then there's nothing you can really do. You just get stomped over by these aggro decks, and that's why we have Leafkin Druid there, Risen Reef, and Charter Course, so that we can sort of accelerate things, draw cards. Tomebound Lich is there so that we can sort of protect ourselves. Agent of Treachery is supposed to be, by the time you get Blood for Bones, you're supposed to be able to put down Agent of Treachery and steal a card from your opponent. Assumingly by turn 3 or 4, maybe even turn 5, you're supposed to have something like 5 or 6 land on the board. That is, if you're lucky enough to draw the lands out of your Risen Reef. But then we have Leafkin Druid to help us correct that, and it's still a little bit janky from the way I see it, because the current metas are a lot more powerful, and they're really strong. And sometimes if you put down Galta, if you don't manage to draw into an Agent of Treachery and all you have is Galta, and you discard it so that you can put it onto the board, your enemy is just going to be able to sort of deal with it with a simple card like D-Spark, or any other removal. And it gets a lot more problematic when you're up against Simic Flash, where they have cards like Essence Scatter, and a lot of other sort of generic counter spells like Quench and Sinister Sabotage. But anyway, we've I guess this is how it is. This is basically what we want. That's why we decided to put in Villas in there, so that you know, whenever you lose life, you draw that many cards. I'm not exactly sure. No, I don't think they work together. But yeah, that's why we have Villas in there, so that if you take damage, at least you're losing damage, but at the same time, you're also drawing into cards until you get your Agent of Treachery or your Galta Primal Hunger. I'm actually thinking of maybe removing. We can remove this and put in maybe a Pelaka, just to sort of help us survive. Pelaka, I think it's double K. Just to help us sort of survive. Maybe we can put in one Galta. We can have 2 Pelakas in there. So, yeah, I think this is a better lineup than my previous one. And I guess that's it for this deck, for this showcase. Sultai Agents of Reanimation. Is this okay? Put down the black. Catacomb. We have a turn 2 Thought Eraser. Just to piss him off. It's a nice little piece of art here. Is he going to Spell Pierce? Yep, he is. That's nice. At least now we know that he's got counter spells. And it's nice to know that we've removed one. So we put down the green, and we can put down Risen Reef, which allow us to draw a card. And there's the Leafkin. We can also put down the Tomebound Lich. Sure. He may have the advantage here, but that's not really going to be a problem for us. Okay, we're drawing into another land. Well, I guess I have to put that down now. We can have Leafkin Druid. Right, there's our Blood for Bones. And we have another one, Leafkin Druid. Take action, put that down. Nope, no attack. We still haven't drawn the Agent of Treachery for us to discard. Cavalier of Gales. We can steal that if we get the Agent. If we get the Agent. It's probably wondering, what's Sultai for? What's the black for? For Thought Erasure? That's what you'd think. Right, so there's another Risen Reef. I guess we'll have to put that down. There's a Fibble-Tip. And there's another land. Alright, we'll put down Fibble-Tip. One. There's a land. We don't have the black for... Oh wait, we do have the black. We don't have the green for the Tomebound Lich. So we'll just have to sit tight and sit pretty until we can draw into our Bond of Revival. Okay, Growth Spiral. Double Spark. Huh. That's an interesting combo. Cavalier of Chaos allows him to draw. Probably has Cavalier of Thorns in there too. He has trouble. He doesn't know what to put back. Interesting. Considering, you know, all things considered, that That might not be such a bad idea. Alright, we'll put down Tomebound Charter Course, then Tomebound Lich. There's the agent. We can put down Blood for Bones. Sacrifice Fibble-Tip. And bring back that. Yeah, we'll bring back Fibble-Tip. We'll take that untapped Cavalier. We can also Blood for Bones again. Sacrifice this creature. Put it back on the board. Steal his other Cavalier Wheels. Resolve. And next. Growth Spiral. He probably has Mass Manipulate in there. I mean, he probably has to. He has all that land. Maybe he has Nisa. Prison Reef. Alright, so he's just drawing into a whole bunch of stuff. Don't really know why, or I don't really understand. There's a Bond of Revival. Put down Tomebound Lich. Okay. I'll take out that island. Also put down this other Tomebound Lich. There's a Tamio of Tails. Get rid of Fibble-Tip. You can also put down Tamio.
Let us have a storied battle of words.
And I suppose we can just
Seek and find.
search for a, I don't know, Charter Course? We really don't need the, well, we have a lot of mana, so it's not really gonna be a problem. Oh, there goes the other creatures. Wow, we went super wide. And Zakana. Is he going to create two of those? Manowar Elf. Call it the GG. Hope he scoops. There it is! Our Sultai Reanimator. Alright. Is this a good hand? We don't have the blue. But it's not like we're gonna need that blue anytime soon. Alright, so put this down. Have agreed. Now then we'll have a blue. Wow. Front Wrangler. Put down Leafkin Druid for that extra mana. We have Tomebound Lich. Incubation Druid. Is he gonna attack? Whenever a creature with 4 power enters the battlefield under him, you could put 1. Get rid of Agent. We already have the 5 on our next turn. Unless the Leafkin Druid dies, but yeah, we already technically we have 5. Ah! Tutorial Allosaurus. Yeah, you hold it back there, buddy. Yeah, keep it held back. While I take your creatures. Alright, okay, we don't have the green, but we have a Thibble-Tip. That'll help us. And there's an agent that we can discard. So there's the island. We got Drowned Catacomb. Temple of Malady. And there's the Watery Grave. Put down Tip. There's another Agent of Treachery. So we still need a means to be able to discard these guys. I feel like there's a shortage of green cards. Yeah, so Glowspore Shaman is pretty good, but I want to be able to choose the cards that I discard. Chart a Course. Yep. Always good to have a Chart a Course. There's a land. Take out the agent. But it is not a land that we want. We have Blood for Bones, and which is a 40 cast. We have it on our next turn unless Fibbletip dies. Also looks like he's a little bit short. No, he's not short on mana. He has it. Nope. Go right on ahead. Alright, so before anything else, I do want to see what he's got. Cavalier of Night. He's got 2. And he has a Ritual Suit. Okay. He also has a 40 what is this? Whenever... So we can influence it by taking out his... we don't need this anymore. We need a green. That's what we need. We need a green card. We have Bond of Revival on our next turn. So it's up to us if we want to. He has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can put down the Cavalier if he wants to, but we won't do that. Another Tomebound Lich. I think he's just waiting for us to sort of like do something. Draw a card. There's our green little devil. No attack. Now he has to put down the Cavalier of Night. There it is. He's gonna sacrifice something. It's gonna be the Tomebound Lich. Okay. No, sir. Alright. So we have the Blood of Bones to sort of sacrifice. Goodbye, Fibbletip. Now we have a massive card that we can put down Tomebound Lich, but what are we gonna discard? So we'll grab onto that Fibbletip, latch onto this Cavalier of Night, put down the Fibbletip down. We can draw into something, and it's gonna be a land. So obviously he wants to destroy that Cavalier of Night. Because if he does, he gets to return a 3 card. Oh, he had Bond of Revival too. I missed that. Right. He wants to get rid of my own Cavalier of Night. There it goes. Goodbye, Cavalier. And he gets to bring back... Okay. Probably the Risen Reef. We don't need it now. Oh my god, this deck is so good. So we got 2 land, Hinterland Harbor and Island, but I'm pretty confident. We have like a few things that we can use here that can help us. So we got Leafkin Druid, we got the Island, we got Hinterland Harbor. I think we want to put down Fibbletip first, and we are grabbing into our other cards. Alright, there's a land. That's good. We could pay for it. And then put down the Tomebound Lich. Okay, there's a Leafkin Druid. We'll pay for this. and put down Risen Reef, which will draws us into a Tombound Lich. No attack. Risen Reef, okay. Okay, he's going after the same thing, except that he got a little bit lucky with the card draw there. So what do we really want here? We can put down the Leafkin Druid and deny us of a Thought Erasure, so we can Thought Erasure now. Agent of Treachery. He has, that's a 7 to cast. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's Yarok. That's coming up real quick. He's got Cast Down. Alright, well, I guess it's Yarok then. Another land would be good. Seeing as we already have all the other cards that we need. Whoa, whoa. Where the fuck did that come from? He drew into another Yarok? Alright, sure. Not what I was expecting. We can pay, then we'll have 4. Then we can Blood for Bones. Alright, so here's the deal. We'll pay for this. We'll Blood for Bones. Sacrifice the... Wait, what did I fucking do? Cancel. We'll put down the Tombound Lich. We draw a card. We get to discard Galta. That was close. We were going to Blood for Bones and then... That was pretty close. Agent of Treachery decides to take my Tombound Lich. Yikes. Oh, because it procs twice? Huh, that's interesting. So if he has Yarok, I might consider playing Yarok in my own deck. Okay, well, we have Bond of Revival. There's also Tombound Lich. There's another land. Oh no, we don't want to discard that. Okay, we can Thought Erasure just for the memes. And get rid of his Agent of Treachery. He does have... I mean, he does have like... He is playing a Reanimator deck, so... Ah, there goes my Cast Down. Huh. He's coming after me. No blocks. We'll have to eat it up like a man. That's interesting, Yarok. We could use that. If we can draw into a Agent of Treachery. Yeah, shit, fucked. Come on, Agent. Agent! Or maybe we can like... Okay. That's an interesting idea, having Yarok there. But what would we give up in place of Yarok? It's a Bond of Revival. Fucking Tamiyo. Anything, like Charter Courses. Alright, that's a lot of land that we don't need. That's interesting, having Yarok. Thank you for the idea. Well, we got the 2 Tamiyos. I'm really considering of removing the Tamiyos. There's the Villas. Right, I guess we can keep this. Send back one of the Villases. Right, we got that. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Sensing Ace with the double attack. Okay, we get rid of this Phyllis. Blood for Bones is a 4. We still don't have the black. We have 13 black cards in there. Don't know where they are now. Go ahead, attack. Do your double strikes. Oh boy, 6. Yikes. Well, we are definitely gonna have to use Risen Reef as a sort of means to get into the way. We don't need it, really. But I do hope he doesn't have to kill it. Oh, hello, Johnny. This was a 1 to cast. I'm not gonna make that same mistake. You can do whatever you want, buddy. But I'm not gonna commit that same mistake. We still don't have the black, which is kind of sad. But now we have a double blocker. I still need one more black. Give me a swamp. Come on, we need that swamp. Swampy, swampy. Venerated Loxodon. Ah, there's our swamp. We'll pay for it. And let's see what we want to do. We'll put down the Bond of Revival. Put down Villas. And that'll allow us to attack for a big one. Got haste and flying. Pay 2. Target creature gets -1. Oh, that's so cute. Loses. Does it lose its abilities too? No. Okay. That's so adorable. I'm willing to sacrifice it if you are. You do you. You can think and think and think all you want. So I gain that many cards. Ooh, nice. So let's see here. You mean to tell me that I get to Blood for Bones, right? I get to Blood for Bones, sacrifice this Villas, put it back in there. Is the game dying on me? Okay, sacrifice Villas. I get a Risen Reef. That I can also put down, but instead I'm going to put down Tomebound Lich. And I get to draw a card and discard one at the same time. So now he has to get through Villas. And what am I looking at here? Paperless. Okay. Is he... The question is he going to pump that Ajani enough for 5? Can he pump it up enough for 5? We don't have a means of healing, do we? No, we don't. I suppose we don't, huh? I don't know what the hell he's thinking. He probably has trample. He's playing white weenie. Ah. Okay, there goes the 5 damage. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Just what the doctor ordered. I'm gonna take your pride mate. And let's see. I have to discard something now. Probably take out the water grave and Galta. I did want to put Galta there, but we have another agent of treachery anyway. We have a Tomebound Lich too. Yep. Didn't realize that. What? Nice. So we have Hinterland Harbor. And I wonder what he's thinking. So we can put down the Risen Reef. Reveal it, sure. Don't pay. Game is sort of giving up on us. We have Tomebound Lich. Draw a card, and now we have to discard them. We don't have... Alright, so we can attack with these guys. My turn. He probably has, like... Huh. Well, you sneaky little devil. Alright. So, if you're going to do that, I'm going to do this. It only takes one, buddy. Your settle the wreckage means nothing to me. Ah! Okay. I still don't see why, but sure, it's got trample. It'll go right through. There you go.